What's up guys, Brett Medlock here, and I just want to say first off, I'm sorry for the audio. When I was at E3 or in LA for E3, I lost my shirt mic that I normally use and I can't find it, but you know, the show has to go on, so I might do a couple videos without it before I get a new one. They're pretty cheap, so I just need to order one. I want to talk about this Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony debacle that's happening, and it's basically that Sony just doesn't want to play nice with the other companies, and I just think it's really weird. I think this is something that Sony never expected to happen. They never expected to be put on blast for not teaming up with the other big competitors. Like, who would have thought that Nintendo and Microsoft would be working together so nicely? Like, we're getting crossplay between tons of games. There's like Minecraft and Rocket League, and there's another racing game, I can't remember, I'll put the logo up right now. And it's just a bunch of games that are still upcoming that are going to have crossplay between Switch, Xbox, and probably PC as well. And then Sony's off doing their lonely thing in the corner and just not wanting to play nice with anybody. It didn't really get much attention, like the fact that Sony wasn't really doing anything with the other companies until this Fortnite debacle, where well, first off, they don't allow crossplay with other platforms, which, you know, like everybody got over it, not a big deal. But now they actually locked your Epic account to your PSN account, so you can't do like cross-progression stuff, you can't buy things and it be on multiple platforms. So they're pretty much just wanting all the money for themselves when it comes to Fortnite, which, yeah, it makes sense. They're a company. It's gonna happen because they're a company that wants to make money. But really, like, you can't just play nice in this instance. Just because Fortnite is one of the biggest games in the world right now, and they're not gonna allow something like this. Like, PlayStation 4 is the last place I'm gonna play Fortnite now. I can't do cross-progression stuff. I can't buy something and it be on multiple platforms, which I think is a feature. Don't hold me to that, but if it's not, I'm sure it will be, and Sony won't be a part of it, and it's just insane to me. Not allowing cross-play is one thing, but not allowing you to attach your Epic account to other platforms is just preposterous in my eyes. The main nail in the coffin of Sony that I want to talk about today is the fact that Nintendo just dropped this trailer for Minecraft for the Play Together or a Better Together update. And it's just an awesome trailer. Like, this is the first time we've ever seen anything like this. Yeah, like, sure, we've gotten tweets from Nintendo saying that you can now play as legendary Xbox characters in Minecraft, which that in itself is a big deal. But they made this whole trailer with an Xbox One controller in it, with an Xbox logo in it, with a person playing an Xbox in a Nintendo trailer. That blows my mind. Like, something like this has never happened. If this would have happened in the 90s, like, the world would have exploded. Like, it used to be a straight up battle royale, no pun intended, for all of the companies. Like, they hated each other. They wanted to be first at all times, which seems like that's Sony's mindset still. They want to be first and they don't want to play nice with anyone because they might lose money, you know? A person might buy something on Xbox One and then be able to use it on their PS4, and that's not what they want. They want someone to basically buy something on the PlayStation and they get the benefits from it, and not they just so happen to buy it on another platform and they'll still be able to play it on PlayStation because they wouldn't get anything from that. This just all seems like backwards thinking for Sony. They really need to step to the future. This is happening whether they like it or not. These companies don't hate each other anymore. It's not a battle royale anymore. They want to work together, and Nintendo and Microsoft, I think they both feel like they're not really competitors. They're two different markets that just so happen to bleed over. We got the amazing graphics, like 6 teraflops of power on Xbox One, where people want to play huge, like, super realistic games. And then we've got like the Nintendo side, where it's all about party games, all about gameplay, and it's like all gameplay focused, like Nintendo first party titles. Everybody loves them, and because they love those titles, they're going to buy a Switch. There's just a lot of different experiences on each platform, and there's not that much bleed over. Sure, there's plenty of bleed over, don't get me wrong, but I feel like both platforms speak to different audiences. But don't get me wrong, there are people who love both, like me, but I just think that they don't see each other as an enemy anymore, and I think Sony needs to jump on board with this. They need to look to the future. I've always not liked when there's beef, like, between companies, like when they have their little tweet arguments and stuff like that. It's like, why? Like, why do that whenever you can just work together and just both make money together? I'm pretty sure the Fortnite player base is still the highest on PS4 because it is like the highest selling console of the three. But I wouldn't be surprised if that changes. Like, there's people playing on iPhone, Switch, Xbox One, PC that can now play with everybody, and they don't have to worry about all their stuff being tied to one account. I can totally picture, like, I'm never gonna play Fortnite on PS4 until they update it because I have an Epic account. It's tied to my Switch, my Xbox One, and my phone. So why would I go play on PS4 whenever I can't have any of that over there? It blows my mind. And I just want to say, that trailer, kudos to Nintendo. Like, what a company that used to be so close-minded, just like Sony, just last generation, and now they're making smartphone games. They're teaming up with other big companies like Xbox. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Rare's IP that was popular on N64, like Banjo and Conker, in Smash Brothers Ultimate on Switch. So I can totally picture that now that we're getting all this stuff. But be sure to let me know everything you think down in the comments section below. I think this trailer happened at the perfect time during this Fortnite debacle, and it shows where two companies are at and then where Sony is at. And Sony has made statements saying that we're doing the best we can. We allow crossplay on iPhone and PC and PS4, but you know, that's just not enough lately. Like, I know that in itself is crazy, but people want to be one big family, and Sony doesn't really want to do that anymore because they really want that money. And I totally get it. I totally get it, Sony. You want all that money, but come on. Just work together on a few games. Like, we're not asking for every game. We're asking for a few where your progression is important to be tied across each account or each platform. So that's all I really got to say today. This has been kind of a rant, but this is my first video back at my house. I had to set up everything again, and I'm pretty tired right now. If you can tell in my voice, I just woke up. So let me know down in the comments what you think of all of this. Are you on the Sony side? Are you on the Xbox and Nintendo side? I'm open to all points of view. I want to chat down in the comments. I'm Brett Medlock. I will talk to you guys later. You should totally hit that subscribe button if you don't mind.